Fantastic, lovely stuff. So, ladies and gentlemen, are you ready for your next act?
Yes.
Yes. Start the applause for Whipple and Holland, ladies and gentlemen. A wonderful comedian, a good friend of mine, Robbie Bonham, ladies and gentlemen. Hello, Dublin. Thanks for continuing the applause right until I got up here. It's a good time. I'm not even a fully qualified comedian. I was just sent here tonight by Foss. Just doing a few minutes the rest of the night and going for messages, making tea, shit like that. Does anybody want anything from the chipper? No? Okay, good. Right. I would have lost your money anyway. It's the Foss way. Now, before I start this, I just have to announce I'm filming this gig myself on my own little camera from down the back. Don't look, just trust me. If stop spoiling the showbiz magic. I might put it up on YouTube if it's funny. There's a first time for everything. If anybody does not want to be identified on film for whatever reason, maybe you're supposed to be in work, or you're here with an old flame and you don't want the wife to find out about it. Although if you're taking an old flame here for a romantic getaway, I can see why your marriage is fucked. If anybody does not want to be identified, just let me know now. And you can get one of these off me if you just leave it here for the next 15-20 minutes. No? Okay, good. Thankful. They only brought 4, wasn't it? They're actually cut-offs from a burqa factory. Thank you, that was a nice reaction. I did that joke at a gig in England 2 months ago and the entire audience went, oh. As if I'd offended clothing somewhere. Or if you prefer instead, you can have the more kind of traditional blurred face. No. Don't worry, it's not 20 minutes of this shit, I have jokes. Thank you. They were my 2 best jokes, but say. So I'm just going to shout out who are the Dubliners. I don't mean the band, the Dubliners. I mean people from Dublin. There's a few, and we've some foreign bodies in it. He's all very welcome. It's where's the Texans? Hello. Will you take me back with you?
Sure.
Thank you. I fucking hate this place. I even coming into town today. It's you are here on holiday, I presume.
I am.
You are.
Yes, I am.
Oh, you are. And
I'm from England.
oh, you're from England. And what are you here for?
Well, same. Yeah.
All right, I thought maybe you were here for oppression or something. And what did you arrange to meet here?
No.
Or do you already know each other?
Yeah.
Yeah, from Cambodia.
I've never heard of that college. You're very welcome. Anyway, it's Dublin is. I mean, how long have you both been here?
About 6 hours.
Oh, that you've learned enough in 6 hours just from walking around town. You've probably already bumped into several of our colourful locals. Yeah. They're a fucking nightmare to deal with. That's why I hate coming into town, because every second doorway is kind of, yeah. And this is what pisses me off about them. They're so selfish, these bastards, right? They're completely unaware there's a recession on. They're still going around begging for money under 2008 prices. They come up to you, you give us a euro. If I give you a euro, you now have a euro. I don't. Walk home. I hate when that happens when you walk by somebody and you go to pat your pockets to show you've no money and it goes, oh shit. And I'm going to be honest with you, I'm not going to give my hard-earned money to someone to blow on drugs when I haven't even got fucking money to blow on drugs. You can't say no to them either, because then you end up in a fist fight on the Lewis track. It's a long story. Just so you know, for the rest of your stay while you're here, if you're approached for money, here's how you deal with it. Do not say yes or no. It just leads to more conversation and hatred and bitterness and fights. Just confuse the fuck out of them. The best way to confuse the fuck out of them, I discovered this accidentally. Talk back to them as if you're singer-songwriter Tom Waits. It just cuts through all shit. I discovered this accidentally about 2 months ago. This guy came up to me, you know, and he was kind of, you know, hey, can you, I can't do it without laughing. I actually feel their pain when I'm doing that voice. Anyone got any heroin? Hey, can you give me some change? And something inside me snapped because it was like the 12th time I'd heard it in an hour, and I just kind of, I can't give you any change, but I can give you some difference. What? Sleepy look they have. Served with a slice of lemon and the bitter taste of a faded dream. You're just fucking weird. Oh, that's how you deal with them. You do need a confidence to pull it off, that's the only thing. I've never even done that in real life, it's just a joke. By that much confidence in real life, I wouldn't be doing this shit on a stage. But it's kind of, I don't know, I'm not too sure what to talk to you about, because normally when I do my own, to be honest with you, my set normally just descends into a rant against women. But see, normally I do an hour, but what I do is I take the first 20 minutes to get the crowd to like me first. But I've only got 20 minutes here tonight. So, women, here we go. And here's the thing, I'm starting to get a bit of a reputation. I get tracked as there. I don't want to dismiss women as psychotics or anything, just the ones I've met. But I'm starting to get a reputation as a misogynist. A friend of mine was in a comedy club in Galway recently, and he got talking to a punter about comedy. And my name came up in conversation, because I'm huge here. This guy said to me, friend, he said, have you ever heard of that Dublin comedian Robbie Bonham? That's me. My friend went, yeah, I know, he's a friend of mine. And this is what this guy said about me. He said, yeah. He's very funny. He's a misogynist, but he's very funny. Now, two things about that statement. One, it's not strictly true. I'm not very funny. And two, I might have to explain what the word misogynist means for some people. I don't know. Can somebody tell me what a misogynist is?
Hates women.
Hates women. Thank you, sir. It's always a fucking man that answers that question. It's like women are sitting there going, I'm not giving him any more fucking ammunition than he needs. Yeah, it's a man that hates women. I need to make it very clear before I plough on with the rest of my set. I don't hate women, I'm just onto yous. It's a big fucking difference, but a very fine line. It's kind of, you have some fucked up, I don't know, there's just, you want equality on the one hand, but there's still some one-sided shit you aren't letting go of. Like, and actually, well, I have an English one here, I'll just ask, because I'm used to Irish women and I know they have their issues. Like, would it be the same in England, right? Women's prerogative, as far as I can work out, women's prerogative just means that a woman essentially has final say on every decision in a relationship. Am I right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Even the man said yes. That's how you know they're a happy couple. He knows when to shut the fuck up. Oh fuck it, no, she has final say. They're her credit cards. I still use an ex's credit card to book flights. Ryanair don't take piles of change. They look like they do, but they fucking don't. I need something. And you do, and because you have final say, you can change everything at the last minute. Lads, you might think you know what you're doing. Next Friday, you get there and discover, surprise, surprise, she's moved the fucking goalposts again to include an 18-hour visit to her parents. Fucking trim. Men, have you ever changed plans on a woman at the last minute? Fucking don't. Because you will never hear the end of it. They just start whinging and slapping your chest, and it's all, you know, The church was booked and all our friends came from Trying to get mental. I like the way my friends down the back laughing at that, because that is a joke, you have no idea how true it is. So I'm single. I'm single, I'm 45 and I'm single, and that's kind of a weird fucking age to be single at, because you become very set in your ways, or alcoholic as other people are. You just get to a stage eventually, you push through, and you see all your friends that got married in their 20s and now they're fucked. You just have to laugh at them. You know, I just want to, oh look, fuck, I don't have a wife, I don't have a house, I've no car, I've no fucking job, I've no fucking bank account, I've no fucking... I'm living like the 15-year-old, I really am. And it's kind of, I don't know, it's because you're, as well, when you can burn through to 45 still single, you find that you're not as led by your balls as it used to be. So you get caught up in less shit. Like lads, you remember in your early 20s, right? If you're offered sex, you basically just come in your jeans straight away. But you're young enough whereby by the time you've gotten them off, your balls will have refilled, everybody's good to go again. Happy days. It's not the same at 45. Like at 45, when you're offered sex now, the first thing that goes through your head now is, oh, that means having another shower. Just a joke. The adventure. I don't know. Being single at 45 is a little bit like being Doctor Who, in that you're now either hanging around with women way too young for you, or you're running away from fucking monsters. It's always just male laughter for that joke, and then one female laugh from the obvious psychotic in the room, who I already know in 3 months' time I'm going to be having screaming matches with. Anyway, I'm not on Twitter, don't look for me. It's kind of funny when you find yourself standing on a stage, or two crates next to each other, but it's funny when you're standing on a stage in front of a crowd of 40 strangers with a slight erection, where you realise the second you said that, they have all momentarily glanced at your crotch. I don't have an erection, by the way, just for anyone now thinking of a tiny cock. I've got to be honest, my sex life is now largely internet based, so it's not the length that counts. It's the bandwidth. I don't know. And kind of. It's. I'm just checking the time here. I'm not in a hurry to be elsewhere. It's all right. 5 minutes. No, it's. Do you know what? As well, another thing about being single this late in life, that this particular age of 45, it's like being single at 16 again. Like, do you remember, lads, when you were 16 or 17, right? There's an awful lot of pressure from your peers to have lost your virginity. Like, even when you're still in fucking secondary school, you're still going to go, oh, Robbie's still a virgin. I mean, they're all fucking virgins, but they put across this kind of thing that they're not. I mean, there's pressure on you to lose your virginity. It's the exact same at 45, except instead of virginity, it's threesomes. And you get to a stage where it feels like everybody's had a fucking threesome, except what the fuck's going on? Like, am I weird? You gotta take two. You've not had a threesome, you're 45 for fuck's sake. You haven't been in a fucking threesome. Were you fucking gay? You know, it's kind of, you're walking down, and they shout abuse at you from across the street. You're walking along hand in hand with your chosen lover, and they're across the road going, ha! Look at the two of them on their own, wankers. Sorry. God knows what. You probably have to be gay at 50 now. I have no idea. At 50, you're not even fucking gay yet. You're fucking. Just imagine the sick shit that old people are up to. I do. Probably explains why I'm single. I just can't do relationships. They're like a full-time fucking job, and I can't do full-time jobs. I do this shit for 15 minutes a night in front of an audience of 40 in a fire trap. If I could do relationships for 15 minutes a night in front of 40 people in a fire trap, I'd be happy. It'd be a lot easier. But they're a full-time job, and it would actually be great if they were more like, it would be great if you could leave a relationship the way you leave a job, wouldn't it? Like, just hand in 2 weeks' notice as soon as you're sick of her. Just kind of, you know, you don't have to go through months of passive-aggressive silence or acting like a prick till she hates you enough to break up with you. That's how we do it in Ireland. It will be so much easier if you could just go up to her and go, listen babe, I'm finishing up with you Friday week. I got a much better offer, I'll be honest. I'd be mad not to take it. Oh, she wants me to start on the Monday, so... It'd be like the last 2 weeks in any job as well. You try and steal as much shit as you can on the way out. Particularly if it hasn't been used in a while. They won't know what's missing. You don't even need it, like, so, oh fuck it, I'm fucking taking our hair straighteners. It'll do me to make very small toast. Yeah. So that's my life. So I'm trying to think of a good bit to go on. I'm trying to end strong here. It's can I talk about women? It's a weird thing. I broke up with that story with the marriage is kind of true. It didn't happen as cruelly as that, but it happened 5 years ago after 10 years with a woman, and you're kind of. I found myself single again at 40, and it's fucking weird. I still get ghost nags from my ex. That's the thing about Irish women, you just fucking know how to nag like you wouldn't believe. I'm still getting ghost nags. Like if I'm having a shower, I can still hear my ex's voice in my head telling me to wash particular body parts properly this time. You know, which is information I can still use, so I don't mind it so much. But what happens with most Irish men is that we become able to zone out the nagging after about 2 years. And usually Irish women, you find you have to come up with more inventive nags for them to penetrate our nag force fields. Like if we see an unusual nag coming towards us, we will kind of go, "What the fuck is that? Oh fuck, that's getting me in the bollocks!" It's kind of like the last 2 weeks I was with my ex. She just nagged me about weird shit, just to get through to me. She nagged me about stuff I refused to use. You know, like credit cards and dental floss, and toothpaste, and deodorant, the right hole. You just zone that shit. He's weird impressed with the anal sex joke. Like, it's only at the end of me set I realised your level. I apologise. There's no anal sex fans here. I'm not even into anal sex, but just in case I was going to score with anybody here after the gig tonight, I'm not into anal sex. It was just a cheap joke. I've never had anal sex. I've no interest. It seems to me to be a little bit disgusting. It seems to be pointless. Like she has a perfectly nice hole just 2 centimetres away. It's not like she left her vagina over the far side of the bedroom. You have to tiptoe across a cold floor on your bare feet just to fuck it. You know, it's right there. Oh, that's that dirty woman laughing again at the end of the sex joke. I know where we're going. I don't know. I might try it once. If she's really hot and her penis isn't too big. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm Robbie Bonham. Thanks for listening. Good night.
Robbie Bonham, ladies and gentlemen. That's bring a snacker together in one shot. Absolutely. Around Ireland and especially